sure is going to be another very special auction here today. Number 14, Saltbreeze Boulevard, here in the VIC heart of Armstrong Creek. I'm Arthur King, Sawney, and the good team at Hooker Geelong. Thank you all for your attendance, your attention. With an instant page, we wish you the very best of luck in your bidding and buying here today. Remember, guys, we want exactly what you want, which is for you to own this home. We are simply here to assist. To the successful bidder, who I'm sure is standing amongst us here today, I wish you a congratulations in advance on your magnificent purchase, and what a magnificent purchase it will be for many years to come. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank our vendors for not only trusting myself to be their auctioneer here today, but trusting the good team at Hooker Geelong to sell what is arguably their most prized possession. Now, surely when the property is sold, a 5 or 10% deposit shall be required upon signing a contract if you are the successful purchasers here today. Unless any other arrangements have been made prior to the start of today's auction, the balance of the purchase money is just to be paid at settlement, which has been scheduled for a somewhat simple 30, 45 or 60. Very, very flexible, ladies and gentlemen. We're also pleased to know that Hooker Geelong ensure owner and buyer security through list of today's auction rules. And today's auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that are made available for your inspection prior to the start of today's auction. The auction rules prohibit myself, the auctioneer, from accepting bids or offers on the property after the property has been knocked down a successful bidder. Now, the vendors do have a reserve price, and as the auctioneer, I do indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and does provide fines for such conduct. Now, the rules do permit vendor bids, and the words I use during the auction simply indicate I'll be making a bid on behalf of the vendor. I quite simply vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make that vendor bid. Now, buyers, in the unlikely event we don't reach the vendor's sensible reserve price, and should the property get passed in here today, the highest bidder will have first and exclusive right to treat for the purchase of this home at the vendor's reserve. So what I'd like to say, buyers, if you do have interest in this property today, do make yourself known, do bid boldly, bid aggressively, and most importantly, bid to your most upper echelon of your capacity. So I'd hate for you to miss out on this golden opportunity we have here, and what a golden opportunity it truly is. Underpinned on approximately 506 square metres of A-grade Armstrong Creek soil with an immaculately presented ex-display home, yours for the taking. Like all display homes, they're all featured out with the best things, the best specs a home has to offer, and this one is absolutely no exception. Boasting 4 generous sized bedrooms, of course, great sized master bedroom with ensuite as well, an abundance of natural light right throughout the home, and of course a great sized alfresco area overlooking the generous sized yard space, which, mind you, is very, very hard to find nowadays for the kids to enjoy for the years to come. As for the location, we are truly located amongst it all, with it all, and the backbone behind every real estate transaction is the location. So what better location do we have than 14 Saltbreeze Boulevard here in Armstrong Creek? Whether you're looking for schools, public, private, primary, secondary, you name it, the location has it, and we are simply just minutes away. We're also just a hop, skip, and a jump away from shops and parklands, all right at our fingertips. We are truly located here today amongst it all, with it all. So you have my strongest recommendation here today for the property that stands behind me. But lots of talk and great discussion. What's this property worth? We submit it to public auction. Who would like to commence the bidding for number 14 Saltbreeze Boulevard here in the heart of Armstrong Creek? And start me off wherever you like. Always a sudden build up for a sudden silence. What do we say, buyers? Welcome you in at absolutely any level. You call out your bid, we'll move it along from there. What do we say? Don't forget to mention how peaceful and quiet this neighbourhood is as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we've seen what Ken and the team at Hooker Geelong have been quoting throughout the course of the campaign. 720 to 770. Where can we see a nice, easy opening bid? Maybe somewhere around the $700,000 mark. Kick us off and move it along from there. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, we can place the vendor bid, and I will do so if I have to, but I do encourage you, someone in the crowd, to put their hand up and get the ball rolling here today. As what I've found in experience, 86% of the time, the first bidder usually generally comes inside and signs the contract, puts up the sold sticker at the end. And why is that so? Because you've just eliminated half your competition with that knockout opening bid. What do we say? 720 to 770. Look for 700 opening bid. What do we say? Need to know. Well, off we'll know, ladies and gentlemen, we'll kick it off with an opening bid. get at $700,000 and $700,000 with vendor bid. Move along from there. Look for 10 or 20 on the rise at 700, the bid with me. What do we say now for 710 or 720 if you will? At $700,000, what do we say? Need to know. Great buying at that level. I change it to find better in this market. At $700,000, 14 Saltbreeze Boulevard. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, ample size living. What do we say? That's $700,000 with the vendor bid, and the bids with me now looking for 710, 720 if you will. That's $700,000 now. First, second, third, final time. That's $700,000. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain to you what happens from here. If there's no participation in the ground, we simply pass it in on a vendor bid. We open it up to the public market, and every single person can put their can come to kin and submit their interest, and obviously move forward with signing contracts from here. If you do have interest in the property today, you do need to make yourself known. Grab that first right to negotiate the vendor's very sensible reserve price. Beat the competitions and chase. What do we say, guys? That's $700,000 now. Need to know. First, second, third, final time. That's $700,000 a bed. Ladies and gentlemen, please hold on for one quick second while we have a quick discussion with the vendor. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your patience. Obviously, very big decisions for our vendor here today. He is a very serious buyer, does want to sell the property here today. We do know there is a number of you out in the crowd here today that are waiting for the property to pass in to negotiate post-auction. So if there is anybody who is interested in participating here today, wants that first right to negotiate, we need to know now. The bid's with me at a vendor bid at $700,000. Look for your 10 or 20 on the rise from here. What do we say, buyers? We need to know. We call it down 3 times now, 3 times only. That's 700 the bid now with a vendor bid. First time I call it. Second call. That's $700,000 a bid. Third, final time. That's $700,000. Well done. All finished. All silent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are formally passing the property in. We thank you all for your attendance. If you do have interest in the property, do speak to this kin, and we can obviously move along further from here. But thank you all for your